Good morning, everybody. I'm so excited to be back in Tuscaloosa, but I thought I would do a get ready with me while I told you guys some of the most important lessons I learned in 2025. Also, I'm using the Glow Recipe Moisturizer. I started this year with 5,000 followers on TikTok and 5,000 followers on Instagram. I now have 160,000 followers on TikTok and almost 40,000 followers on Instagram. And what I have learned more than anything is that joy in pursuing what you want to pursue is worth a little bit of your ego, a little bit of your pride, and a little bit of embarrassment. I'm in my last year of college, okay? Somebody screen recorded one of my lives and it was posted on one of my college's meme pages. There was a Reddit thread made about me. I heard from people that, my ex and his friend were like watching my videos, picking them apart, thinking it was about them. Some people made videos just flat out hating on me. I'm not gonna lie, when those things happened, it kind of sucked. But because I put myself out there, I was flown out to LA. I modeled for Skims. That was my very first modeling gig. I got invited to events at New York Fashion Week. And those are my first times going to LA and New York. And I was also flown out to Miami. I went to Miami for the first time. I made money because I put myself out there. I made friends because I put myself out there. And I am genuinely the happiest I have ever been. Second thing this journey has taught me is that you have to believe in yourself before other people do. And I'm not saying I've made it. I still have a long ways before I end up where I want to be. My family has shamed me my entire life for wanting to take Instagram pictures, for wanting to post on social media. And I also didn't have the mom that was like, oh, I bet she's jealous of you. I had a mom who told me, Grace, yeah, you're kind of pretty, but there are a lot of pretty girls out there. I was called a slut. I was called narcissist. I was called self-absorbed by the people who were closest to me, but I did it anyway. Another thing I learned is that a lot of times I think romance takes away from a woman's life force. I have always been like a serial dater, and I feel like it kept me from being creative. I would always prioritize my romantic relationships, and this is my first year where I haven't done that. Especially if you were like creative as a kid, I think it's so important to just find some medium that stimulates that part of your brain. And my biggest piece of advice, if you want to grow your account, is to do what you are passionate about. People can sense passion and they can sense authenticity. And something that I've always been extremely passionate about but never ever thought I would allow myself to do is cosplay. I love playing dress up. I always have. And I was genuinely so scared to start doing it on the internet. I was like, what will people from high school think? What will people in college think? And I'm so glad I did it. And if someone brought it up, I just owned it. I was like, yeah, I genuinely love it. And I gained so many followers from that series, and I got like millions of views. I was also very passionate about telling my story with Alabama Rush, and that was scary. I didn't know if I was going to face retaliation, but it was so worth it. I've had so many women come up to me at Bama or DM me and just tell me how my story made them feel seen and made them feel heard. So that's another thing I would advise you do. Like, if you think your story can help someone, post it. And I learned that it is worth it to be vulnerable. It is worth it to be emotionally open. I can't promise you won't get hurt. You might get hurt, but it's required of you if you want connection. And you need connection. I genuinely love each and every one of you so much. I'm incredibly thankful. I cannot wait to see what 2026 brings. Love you guys so much. Bye.